Shalom from Denver and from the studios of the Intermountain Jewish News on Capitol Hill. This is the IJN Cast for Thursday, November 16th, the third day of Kislev. I'm Steve Mark. Out today for our digital subscribers and tomorrow in our print edition, as our banner suggests, there is a massive Jewish outcry.
Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai.
The chants in Washington, D.C. on Tuesday, where an estimated crowd of 290,000 packed the National Mall for the March for Israel. Here's Jewish Colorado's Jewish Life and Engagement Officer, Julie Lieber.
It was overwhelming and amazing and inspiring all at the same time.
Embedded with the Jewish Colorado delegation was Intermountain Jewish News publisher Hillel Goldberg, whose story on page 1, and now with you in the IJN Cast, describes the monumental scene in the nation's capital.
The atmosphere can be summarized in one word: solidarity.
The breaking news, the death of Henry Kissinger, one of America's greatest diplomats. In a few moments, we'll talk with someone who had a rather noteworthy connection with Kissinger. Out today for our digital subscribers and tomorrow in our print edition, our banner says, "The Spokes of Trauma." The pro-Palestinian group spoke for 99 minutes, effectively hijacking the rest of the council meeting. It was mostly peaceful, except for one moment when one of the pro-Palestinian sympathizers nudged an 18-year-old in the back of the gallery.
People are calling me genocidal and that I hate Palestinians when I love them.
That set the scene for this week's event by the Jewish National Fund. In the wake of the protests, we talked with Rick Krosnick. He's the Chief Development Officer of the JNF.
And what I have to say about the protesters, well, number one, we must be doing something right, and we must be relevant if they want to come en masse and protest us.
Now to the death of former Secretary of State Henry Kissinger, who passed away at the age of 100. Earlier this year, we talked with actor Liev Schreiber, who played Kissinger in the movie Golda.
He was very generous with his time, extremely charismatic, and very, very, very well-read and authoritative on his subjects.
Out today for our digital subscribers and tomorrow in our print edition, the banner headline is, "Hear no evil, see no evil." We piece together the continuous bombardment of controversies over many colleges and organizations not issuing words of support for Israel in the wake of criticism of Israel's retaliation against Hamas. Many parents of CU students are now worried about the environment at the Boulder campus, and IJN Associate Editor Chris Leppek has been unpacking the controversy.
I think the mess is symptomatic of what's going on across the country, to some degree across the world.
While it is impossible to provide an answer for all of this, assistant publisher Shana Goldberg is going to try.
The anti-Semitism is out there. We need to be aware of it, we need to confront it, and we need to respond to it.
Associate Editor Larry Hankin was part of a roundtable with U.S. Congresswoman Diana DeGeff, who at 26 years in office is Colorado's longest-serving congresswoman in Washington.
It's impressive that she has achieved high-ranking positions in Congress due to her seniority.
That's this edition of the IJN Cast, presented by the staff of the Intermountain Jewish News. We thank you for joining in. I'm Steve Mark. May your families here and abroad be safe. Shalom.